Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. Welcome to another week of my life. I am getting so behind on my vlogs and editing them, so we are going to try to edit one tonight. I am kind of stuck because I'm like, do I pick up tonight from 3 to 7 or do I just work till 3? Because I feel like I'm going to get canceled again tomorrow and I feel like I should. Normally I would just say like Friday I'll stay late or whatever, because Friday they always need people from 3 to 7. But we are going to Grant's Farm for their like little Halloween night, so I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll see what happens. But anyways, I'm gonna switch out my badge reel because I forgot I had this cute little boo reel for my badge. I typically use this guy. It's a little heart, but we're gonna switch it up for Halloween because why not? We've got the badge reel. And today I'm working a PCU. It is like a liver transplant, kidney liver transplant PCU. Usually not a bad time on the floor, but the reason I think I'm gonna get canceled is because they took forever to assign me this morning. Like I didn't get assigned until like probably, well, I guess I got assigned at like 5:10, 5:15, so that's not too bad. But last week it was at 6, so they must have needed people. But I don't know what's going on with the staffing at this hospital right now. It's kind of concerning me because I'm like, I need to work, I need money, mostly for school. We're at just tight budget, and this is like what makes me get money so that I don't have to take out a loan. So I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully they're opening up like a new tower in the hospital and hired a bunch of travelers, and the travelers were all hired to help open this new tower, but then the new tower opening got pushed back, so that might be why we have extra staff. So I'm hoping by the end of this month, because I think the tower opens like end of October, hopefully shouldn't be an issue and like they all move over. And honestly I kind of hope they open up new floors on the old floors that they closed down. We'll see about that, but yeah, I don't know, just blabbering this Monday morning. I think I'm gonna leave at 3 just because that's what I want to do. If my team's good, maybe I'll stay, but doubtful. I really want to go work out tonight because I have not worked out in like a week. I worked out Saturday, but that was it in the last week. So mostly because my brows, I couldn't sweat, and today I should be okay to work out. But I'll see you guys after work. I am almost home from work. I was working a PCU, which is like a progressive care unit, kind of like a step down almost. It was really good. I had some interesting times with visitors. Specifically, we had to have a visitor removed for some reasons, but they had to be removed. And that made for an interesting day. And I had 3 patients, which honestly I like working PCU just because of that. Like I feel like I can pay attention to my patients more than 5. Like I feel like with 5 my head's spinning all the time. So it was a good day. And then my relief was coming from the other side of the hospital, so then they didn't show up until almost 4:15, really, like 4 o'clock. So then we did report, and then I was clocked out by 4:20. So now it is 5 o'clock and I have a workout at 6. So I'm going to Warrior One to do, I think it's Empower Yoga, and my mom did not want to go tonight. She normally goes, but she was like, one of her friends is in town and her back hurts, I guess. So it'll just be me, and then I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna try to edit a YouTube video tonight to have up by tomorrow, because I want to get one up every week as my goal. I used to do every Monday. Let me know what you guys prefer as far as like days of the week that are best for you. I used to do Monday morning at 8 a.m. but I feel like I want to do it later in the week just with like my school schedule, but then also I was getting it done by Monday morning at 8 a.m. like consistently when I had the same instead of switching it up. So I don't know. I'll post one tomorrow, I think. And I think the Monday morning did better than the Wednesday morning. But then I like also, I don't know, behind the scenes stuff, like changed some stuff as well to like see if it targeted different audiences. So I don't know. My views like weren't as good, I think. Like technical YouTube stuff, my views weren't as good on the one I posted on Wednesday, I guess. But it's not even about that. It's more like I really want you guys to see my content. It's more just what, like I don't want to be putting in all this work and like no one sees it. So I'm happy for the people that do see it, but we're trying to expand and grow. But I am going to be home here in a minute and probably gonna eat a snack. Honestly, peanut butter toast sounded really good, and then I need to change and get dressed for my workout. I also need to submit, I'm talking with a nutritionist on Wednesday about a program because I need to get in better healthy habits, and I'm hoping she can teach me some ways. I feel like I know how to be healthy, but it just isn't working for me. So I need someone to like hold me accountable, I guess, for what I'm eating. So we'll see. I have no idea, but we're gonna see how it goes. Probably not beneficial that I'm going out of town next weekend after I talk to her, because I usually lose my shit when I go out of town. That's when I do bad. So I'm gonna get off here and go change and eat a little slice of peanut butter toast probably for my snack, and I will see you guys in a little while. Yoga went well. I actually really liked that class. It was supposed to be like a power yoga, but it became like a slow flow yoga, and it was needed. I will say that. I am now home. I'm baking some potatoes in the air fryer / I have it on the bake setting, so doing that for about 20-30 minutes, and then I'm gonna cook some steaks on the grill pan that we have in here. But while I do that, I'm going to edit my YouTube video because it's about 7:30, and if I could get this done tonight, that would be ideal so that it could be posted tomorrow for you guys. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm like kind of freaking out because I don't know where I'm gonna get time to work on my paper that's due Monday, that's worth like almost double what our other papers have been worth. So yeah, kind of freaking out. I'm working at 12 tomorrow, possibly. I've been canceled the last 2 Tuesdays, so I'm not counting on it to be, but if for some reason, I don't know, if for some reason I get canceled, I'm going to try to pick up at my other hospital. I have been able to pick up at my other hospital the last 2 Tuesdays, so fingers crossed if that does happen, I can still pick up at that hospital, but we'll see. I really need to work to pay for school, but school, clearly I'm struggling. So, not struggling, but like, I'd like to get my paper pretty much written before the weekend. I don't know if that's gonna happen, because Saturday my brother wanted to go get pumpkins, pick pumpkins. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Honestly, I may not. And then Saturday night we were going to celebrate our anniversary. Friday night we were going to go to Grant's Farm. My mom already bought tickets, so that I have to go to. And then Sunday we're celebrating my dad's birthday. So I'm like, ugh, I wish this was not all due at the same time, but it is what it is. And we're going to have our paper done hopefully before the weekend so that I just make tweaks throughout the weekend, but in an ideal world. But I have a feeling on Saturday I will not be going to the pumpkin patch and be working on my paper, and then Sunday I won't be as stressed. And not to mention I have another class that I have something due Sunday night as well, so I don't think I'm going to try to get as much done as I can Wednesday, but I have a couple things. I have to like talk to my car insurance. I'm meeting with my nutritionist, getting my flu shot, so hopefully that doesn't knock me out for a bit, but we'll see. and then hopefully we'll make it through. But I'm gonna quit yabbering and edit this video. This is my mouth guard, if anyone was wondering. It literally prevents me from busting my bottom teeth because I clench, I guess, at night. That's why I've gotten masseter Botox. I might get it again, to be honest. But I am currently editing my YouTube video very late. It's almost 10 o'clock. It is 10 o'clock, I think. But trying to get this up before tomorrow, or by tomorrow, so that you guys have something to watch, because I enjoy making these. And as much work as it is, I enjoy it. So hopefully you guys do too. And I'm gonna finish this up and then go to bed and hopefully be at work in the morning. Good morning, guys, and happy Tuesday. So this is the third Tuesday in a row I've been low census at my primary hospital, so that's annoying, but we are working at my other hospital, working med-surg and working an 8, so I will see you guys after work. I'm laying down in my bed and eating a piece of cheese. I am exhausted. I stayed up way too late last night, and now I'm paying the consequences. I stayed up till like 11:30, 12 o'clock. Doug is pissed off. We're gonna go to a stretch class at 7:30 and like take the night easy because I need it. Work was fine though, I'm just really tired. So I did read some of my book, and it's a good book. Like, at least it keeps me intrigued. I will say that. It's like better than any school book I've read before. My headband. I hate when headbands come back like that. But anyways, pardon my appearance, I guess, right now. I wanted something for dinner and we did not go grocery shopping this week. So I am making tetrazziki, and I've never made it before. Ian literally bought these boxes. I'm like disgusted. I haven't made them in probably a year. It's tuna helper tetrazzini. I'm not gonna put tuna in this pasta, and he's like obsessed with it, and I'm like, no. So I added canned chicken, which still isn't good, but we're gonna see how that tastes. If it's bad, we've got nachos left over, and I still have some steak left over too, so we'll see. I just got back from my breathe class. Went really good. I realized I did not show you guys because I got this on Sunday this week, so I don't film on Sundays normally. My hair's gross right now, so disregard. But we got a new coffee table, and this is her. She's actually a little bigger than expected, but matches the side tables really well. We still have our old one. Our old one was just cracking and gross, but I really like the way this one looks. And these are like our end tables, so they kind of go like the wood and the wood, but I really like it. It's from World Market and highly recommend. It's been great so far. We've had it 2 days now. I don't know what we're gonna do with this old one, but we got to get rid of it. But I really like this coffee table, so yeah, that's what we got. Good morning, everyone. We're gonna keep this short because we have like 2% on my camera right now. But happy Wednesday. I am currently taking Doug for a walk. We're gonna go just do like a 30-minute walk, I guess. Nothing like too crazy. And yeah, I have my hair in a bun, which is very different for me. Not a fan, but whatever. And we're gonna head to the park. I need to get a couple things done today. Goals for today are flu shot, meet with my car insurance, which is supposed to be at 10 o'clock today. They're gonna call me, so in like 25 minutes. And I meet with my nutritionist. I haven't determined if I'm gonna use her or not. She just blocks out like an hour of time. It's a consultation, like goes over probably like her plans, what she does, what to expect. it's kind of expensive to do it, and I don't know if I'm like in a place in life that like I can focus on my nutrition as the thing. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever be in a place in life that I can focus on it, but I'm just like pretty stressed out right now, and it's just the last thing I'm like worried about. The camera died, but anyways, I'm pretty stressed out in life right now. It's not like a prime time of the semester, and we're going out of town because Ian's family wanted to do something for fall, and I planned it like, I literally said this weekend would be good because, or like we're going out of town next weekend. I literally said it'd be good because it's our fall break for school. So I was like, okay, we shouldn't have assignments due. Like, we have the weekend off. No, we have a paper due literally right when we get back. So I'm just like very frustrated with that. And it's not just the paper due. Like, we have a paper due Monday, and then we turn around and have a paper due on the following Tuesday. And it's like, you're giving us a week in between, whereas like the rest of our papers we've gotten 2 as well. So I'm like, okay, this is kind of ridiculous, and I planned it specifically, and we planned ahead of the semester before we knew, so that's very frustrating, but it is what it is. We'll have to get through it. And so I need to write a paper today because my paper that's due on Monday is like worth almost double the points, like 1.5 times probably what any other paper we've had to write is worth. So I'm really trying to do well on that, and I need to pretty much get up a rough draft today because of course my family this weekend wants to do like every fall thing under the sun and like take up the whole weekend. Normally I would have like a day to work on fall thing or work on school stuff, and I do not even have that this weekend on top of everything else going on. So just very stressed. And then my work is low censusing me a bunch at one of my hospitals, so that's stressful to think about if I need to like be looking for another job. Luckily I have my other job, but I do need to be working because I'm trying to pay off school. So it's just been lots of stress, I think, recently here, and we're gonna just prevail. We're gonna go through it. We have all day today pretty much to write our paper, so I'm gonna do that. I really need to get my toenails done because I hate having my toes out in class, like workout class, yoga and stuff, because they are nasty and need to be cut and stuff, but I don't even know if I'll have time for that today. So goal today, big goal, is to write my paper. So, and I'm not going to edit or anything. I'm just going to literally write a rough draft. There's like 5 or 6 sections, I think, that I have to write. So I usually write it section by section. And I already started, I think I kind of started 2 sections. Definitely need some adjustments. Just lots of things. We're taking Doug for a walk to try to start the day off a little on a better foot, and we'll go from there. I'll take my call while I'm on my walk. So I am currently at the library. I've got my blue light glasses on from Amazon. I'll link them down below, but this updo bun thing is really getting me off. But I'm working on my paper at the library. We have this paper due on Monday, and it's 70 points, which is more than any paper we've had due. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections, and it has to be under 4 pages. So far I have written 3 sections, which I'm very happy about. And then I'm gonna try to at least get 1 more done. If my buzzer, I'm at the library, they buzz you when you're like, they need your room. You are guaranteed an hour in the room, but if your hour's up and someone shows up and wants the room, they can buzz you out. But it's like a locked room, you're like secluded almost. It's really nice, but if it buzzes before my time's, or before I finish my paper, that's just gonna be my sign that I'm done for today. But I'm gonna do 1 more at least. If I can get through 2, that'd be great, but I'm gonna do 1 more at least today. And I can always finish my case study like Saturday during the day or something, so we'll see. A little bit later, got my flu shot. Pretty much finished my rough draft to my paper, which is exciting. And that means I'll have a better weekend this weekend. I just need to probably tweak some things. Now we're gonna go home and rest. It's a little while later and we are having pasta for dinner. And you guys saw my flu shot last, but we had a bunch of tomatoes from the garden we needed to use, and I put them literally all in this pasta. I used the Wishbone Kitchen Sun Gold tomato pasta recipe. Not exactly the recipe, but pretty close. And I left these guys in the oven a little too long, but they're not quite burnt. And obviously freshly grated Parmesan. My basil plant died, so we had to deal with this basil, but we're gonna eat dinner, watch Love is Blind, because I'm obsessed, and that's what we're gonna do. Good morning, guys, and happy Thursday. I am so tired today, and I think it's from my flu shot that I got yesterday, and I'm like, holy cow, like abnormally tired. I'm not gonna stay till 7 because I don't think I can make it till 7. Like, my body just feels blah. I don't know. So I'm working oncology today, and that should be fun, but yeah, I'm just like, please make it to 3 at this point. I am just now leaving work. I stayed and did some education. I'm actually done with education, luckily. But I just wanted to get on here and voice one of my complaints from today. So, my patients, nursing, lovely, great, had a great day until very frustrated. So, I'll try to be nice, but I had a patient discharge, and the patient went home, whatever. I literally wheeled them downstairs, come back upstairs, and the housekeeper's standing outside the room, and I like didn't really think anything of it. I like sat down at my computer and started charting because I still had to chart like 2 things from the discharge. Housekeeper comes over to me, and they were like, do you have room blah blah blah? And I was like, oh yeah, that's me, I just took him out. What's up? Okay, well, I need you to take the equipment out of the room. Okay, that's fine. I was like, oh sorry, like I just took him out. He's only been gone for like 2 minutes, so let me take the equipment out. When they said equipment, I thought, oh, they just want the IV pole taken out. Like, that's the only equipment I could think of. I'm like, okay. So I took the equipment out. Meanwhile, they wheel off. They like literally just delay the cleaning, wheel right off. I'm like, that's kind of weird that it's just the IV pole and they're like just completely wheeling away. So then I literally stripped the entire room. So I threw away all the trash, picked up everything. All they had to come through and do was wipe the countertops practically. And I go to lunch because I'm like, okay, like everything's clean. I have one patient off the floor, another patient like gone. So I only had one patient on the actual floor. So I was like, now's a perfect time for me to go to lunch. I'm at lunch. I like ate my whole lunch, had a good lunch, came back to the floor, and my other like colleague, the nurse I was working with, was wheeling the bed out of the room that was being cleaned. So I was like, oh shoot, maybe like the bed should have been removed. I literally did not know it had to come out of the room. And then I hear the housekeeper like raised voice saying, that nurse, I told them to take the stuff out of the room and they just walked away and didn't do anything and blah blah blah, like said all this stuff. And I'm like listening to them and I'm like, are they for real right now? Like, I literally like stripped the entire room, took out what I did, and I just didn't get the bed because I didn't realize I was supposed to. So I got up and we walked over and I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't realize the bed had to come out. Like, that's my bad, but like, we don't need to be like slandering me in the hallway and acting like I did it on purpose. Like, they literally made it sound like I did it on purpose. Went and got the supervisor on the floor and complained about me, saying I just walked off and didn't do anything. And I'm like, that's false. That's not what I did. And that's very unprofessional, very rude, and like very frustrating. And honestly, they were begging nurses to stay from 3 to 7, and I was like, I don't want to stay because I'm like getting like ridiculed and slandered by the fucking housekeeper. So, pardon my language, but I'm like, I'm not gonna like sit here while like the housekeeper's just like blatantly talking about me in the hallway. That's so unprofessional. And I even apologized, and then they literally stood there for like an hour and did nothing. Literally took 5 minutes to clean the room because I had already like pre-cleaned it basically for them, and I just didn't take the bed out. And it delayed patient transfer over into the room because they just kept delaying the cleaning. And I'm like, okay, well, had you just said like, hey, I need the bed taken out, I would have taken it out. But you just said, I need the equipment out. I don't think of like the bed as equipment, so I'm just like, there was a drop in communication there. You don't have to go and say I'm like such a bad nurse and just walked away, because that's not what happened. So I'm just very frustrated, not happy about it, and I think that was really unprofessional on their behalf to talk like that about me. And I'm not going to be Miss Nice anymore, I don't think, with like, I did them a favor by like literally sweeping the room and cleaning everything, and then that's what I got because I didn't move a bed. So that was very frustrating, and they just like kept talking about me, and I'm like, you're literally like hardly lifting a finger. What are you doing? Like, they stood around for like 2 hours and sat and talked to each other for the next like at least hour after the room was cleaned. Took all of 5 minutes. Doubt it was cleaned. And then they sat and talked, and it's like, okay, why do we have to be so hateful to me? Like, that's so uncalled for, and I will be reporting it for unprofessional conduct because it made me not want to stay till 7, and they need nurses. And I told that to my cousin who works in this hospital. I was like, if you guys want nurses, like, your staff's gonna be nice to me. I'm not gonna stay when I'm getting like ridiculed in the hallway because I didn't move a bed. Like, there's your problem right there. If you want to keep nurses, if you want to keep staff, the staff has to be nice to you. Like, we can't have to collaborate and be a team. This isn't being a team. So that was just very frustrating, and had to blow off some steam there. So not a good day after that. And I talked to the educator on the floor, and the educator was like, just blow it off your shoulders. I'm like, no, that's absolutely ridiculous that they like can act like that and basically say I'm like not doing my job when I am. So I don't like when people act like that. If I'm doing my job, you cannot just sit there and say they're not doing their job, because I do my job. I do everything I need to. I'm not lazy. I'm not unprofessional. I will not sit there and talk about people. If I'm upset with something someone did, I come to them and I talk to them, because that's how good collaboration works. And if you're in a hospital, if you have a problem with someone, go to them and talk to them. If they don't listen, then you bring it up the chain of command. But you don't need to go and like start lying, saying that you told me to do something when you didn't. You just said, oh, I need you to move the equipment out of the room. How am I supposed to know that means the bed? So I just thought it was the IV, because that's usually what it is. So anyways, that's my rant for today. That's my nursing complaint of the day. And we all just need to treat everyone better, because you can't just assume people know what you're talking about. So yeah, I don't enjoy being on that floor. Every time I'm on that floor, I have an issue like that. And I used to say it was one of my favorite floors to work on. Not anymore. Not anymore. So I am gonna head home and relax. I'm exhausted from my flu shot, so I'm gonna head home and probably lay down and eat some dinner. Good morning, guys, and happy Friday. I am in a much better mood this morning. Last night I was just kind of like, what in the world is going on? And I'm in a better mood now, so sorry about my little rant yesterday. It was a little coming off of a fresh wound, fresh band-aid rip. So I am working today. They have me scheduled on the oncology ICU, so I mean, I'm only med-surg tele, so we will see what they do. Hopefully I'm just like a task or resource nurse. They'll probably say, here's a tele-appropriate team. We'll see. I don't know how I feel about... I have had bad experiences with hospitals trying to put me in the ICU saying I've got a tele-appropriate team when I don't. So we'll see. I'm gonna go into it with an open mind. So it doesn't sound like I am, but I promise I am. I'm gonna go in, and if it's not appropriate, it's not appropriate, and you just report that to the charge and they move you. But I did not want to call staffing and say anything because I didn't want to be like, oh, well, then we don't need you if you're not going to work there, you know? So we're going to see how today goes. I have not updated you in a hot minute. Work went great. I worked in the ICU today, and I had a tele-appropriate team, so not a bad team. Just a lot of poop cleanups today, which we can manage. And then went to Grant's farm with my brother and my nephew and my mom. Great time, and we had a lot of fun, and would recommend if you haven't been able to go to the Grant's Farm Halloween nights. Definitely try to go. I think they do it every weekend in October. And now I'm home. Me and my mom went to Fritz's after. But now I'm home and gonna watch some Marvel. I kind of liked the way my makeup turned out. I did like literally just concealer and a Dibs beauty stick and some mascara and a little powder too. And Patrick Ta blush instead of the Dibs beauty stick. So kind of like a lot of makeup, but no foundation. So I kind of like the way it turned out. I have some like sores that I picked at a pimple on this side. And I haven't really been doing my skincare because of my brows. But I do like the way my makeup turned out tonight. So we are going to go to bed, watch some Marvel, and my brother wants to go to the pumpkin patch at like 9:30 in the morning, and it's an hour away, so we'll see when I wake up. Good morning and happy Saturday. We're currently at the pumpkin patch. I just found the perfect awardy pumpkin, and here with my family. We are at Mertz in Festive, and it's a good one. Highly recommend. They have some good pumpkins out here.
and I'll show you guys when we get home what we got. Sorry guys, I have been the world's worst vlogger. I know, but we went to Pumpkin Patch today. Kind of showed you guys a little bit of that, and then my family and I tried to go to Cracker Barrel. That didn't work out, so then we went to eat Mexican, and then Ian and I came home. Ian like stayed up all night at work, so he slept when we got home, and I watched Spider-Man and Shang-Chi, I think it was, because I'm watching the Marvel timeline. And Shang-Chi was actually better than I expected. I watched all of it. And then the Spider-Man one where he's like Black Spider-Man fighting the green guy, Mysterio, I think it is. So I'm that far in the Marvel timeline if you know anything about it. And then Ian just went to go get Chinese. We were going to go to like some sort of anniversary dinner because it's our 6-year anniversary of dating today. And I was like, I really don't care. It's not a big deal. So he just went and got Chinese. And we're just going to hang out tonight, watch TV, probably watch the Marvel movies. I just showered and I could finally like exfoliate my face. So I did after my brows and it feels wonderful. It needed it so bad. And I have a really nice little setup going. These are my flowers that I got today for our anniversary. They're beautiful, along with this little card that's on our kitchen counter. And the vibes are immaculate right now. And then just picture some Chinese on our new coffee table, flowers, candle, Disney. It's a great night. So I am going to enjoy it and worry about school tomorrow because I've got some school stuff I need to do tomorrow. I have a paper due on Monday, and then we have like a 1-page paper thing due tomorrow night for my group project, and haven't started that at all. But normally it doesn't take too long to do that part, so hopefully can get that done tomorrow pretty quickly. And then my paper's already written. I just want to like read through it and like tweak stuff. So I might need like an hour or two tomorrow to do that too. So tomorrow morning I plan to wake up and do my group project stuff and then go to my dad's because we're going to celebrate his birthday around like noon-ish. And then afterwards I'll tweak my paper. So should be good. And then I work Monday, Tuesday, full 12s, and then I work Thursday because we go to Kentucky Lake next weekend. Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. I just wanted to go ahead and end this vlog off here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.